Let's now talk about using the metric or imperial system in our drawings. Now, depending on the unit which you have selected, the actual drawing system will be decided. So if you are using inches, then of course you're just making your drawing using imperial system. If it is in mm, it's metric. Now, it's actually more than that. Just deciding the unit is not all. Let me just go back to unit. So I'm going to type UN, enter. And here we can start with unit. Now the first thing that I'm going to change here is the format, and this format will actually decide the system which you are going to use. For example, if you select architectural system, then you'll end up using imperial unit, and if you are using decimal, then of course you are using the metric unit system. Now whenever you are using architectural, make sure that you use inches for the insertion scale. It's a recommendation, though you can of course change it to something else even after using architectural, but it is always recommended that you use inches, not even feet, for this architectural format. So here I'm going to change it to inches, and then we have a precision of 16th inch. So 1/16th of an inch, we don't want that. Usually architectural drawings don't need that big of a precision, so I'm going to change it to 1/2 of an inch. Alright, and now our drawing is set for imperial unit. Let's click OK, and we can now directly add distances and other values using feet and inch. Let's do that. So I'll go to line. Now I'm going to make a line of length 1 unit. So I'll simply type 1 and enter. And AutoCAD will make a line of length 1 inch. Why inch? Well, because if you go to unit, you'll notice that it is inches. The insertion scale or the unit is inch. Alright. Let's do it again. So I'm going to go to line, and now I'm going to make another line of length 12 inch. So 12, enter. And there we are. Now you already know that 12 inch is actually 1 feet. So if this is 12 inch, then if we make another line of 1 feet, then that should be exactly equal to this one. Let's try that. So I'll go to line, I'll click at a point, and now I'm going to type 1. But simply typing 1 is not enough. Now AutoCAD will just make your line with length 1 inch. So if you want to make it of 1 feet, then you need to type this single apostrophe sign. The single apostrophe sign will tell AutoCAD that this thing is feet. So type 1 feet, press enter, and there we are. Now you can see that this length is exactly equal to the previous line, which was 12 inch. So 1 feet is equal to 12 inch. So it's going to be exactly the same. Now what if you want to use both of these values directly in a single command? For example, a line of length 2 feet and 3 inch. So let's do that. So I'm going to go to line, I'll click at a point, and I'm going to type 2 feet. All right. And for inch, I'm going to type, let's say 5 inch. Okay. So 5 and inch. So 2 feet, 5 inch, and press enter. There we are. Now we've got a line of length 2 feet and 5 inch. So in this way, you can add the distance in imperial unit. Now let's talk about the metric system. So for that, I'll go to the new drawing here, and I'm going to set units once again as per the metric standards. So I'm going to type UN for unit. And here you need to first change this. So make sure it is in decimal. Precision, whatever you want. In this case, I'm going to change it to 2 decimal places. And then insertion scale. Well, here you can use any unit. It doesn't matter. The thing is, even if you select inches, AutoCAD won't let you use the feet and inch symbol because we are using this decimal format. So it won't let you do that. So any unit is just kind of relevant in this example. But for the sake of simplicity, I'll simply select millimeter for this example. And I'll click OK. Now, if we make our drawing, well, just 12, enter, that's 12 mm. And there is no feet and inch thing here. So if I type 5, that's 5 mm. Now, if I try adding the value using feet and inch, AutoCAD won't accept that value. For example, if I type 1 feet like this, then press enter, and this will happen. Point or option keyword required. It won't recognize the command, and that's because of the format. So once again, let's go to unit, and this is the format. Even if I change my unit to inches, it won't recognize it. So I'm going to go to line, and I'll just type, let's say 1 feet again. And again, point or option keyword required. Even if you add an inch symbol, AutoCAD's not going to recognize it. For example, 6 inch, nothing, just enter. So in order to use the metric unit, you need to ensure that here in the unit, you have decimal as the unit format. And with that, whatever value you enter will be entered using this unit. Usually we use millimeter for this, so I'll change it to millimeter.